All right. Yes, we are live. Jumbo Nick, Dean from Dreamers Empire. Hello. Who else is on here so far? Just you guys. All right. Hey, welcome. Give me a couple minutes here, and I'm going to get set up. I actually do not have my contacts in tonight, so I'm going to have to try and do the Isaac Nail. Hey, welcome. Glad you came on. Arjons is here. Hey, man. Hello, Richard. How you doing? Give me just a second. I'm actually in Our Theme Life. My partner channel is here. What's up, guys? Give me a few more minutes. We're going to get set up here. I'm actually going to do something a little different. I'm going to run the chat. I'm going to run the chat through my iPad, if it works. And I think it's working. Oh, yeah. I got it. Hey, Crazy Christine Crew, hello, how's it going? I know I'm going to have to be like reading up and down here. Mary Ellen Clark is here. Hey, Mary. Welcome. Welcome aboard. See, I have a tendency, I want to look that way and actually address everybody up front, and I'm like, wait a second, I need to take a look at the comments. So, let's see, everybody's saying hi to each other. So I'll make sure I said hey to everybody. Oh, Lori Carlson's on here. Hey, Lori. Welcome aboard. How are you guys doing tonight? I'm actually going to try and make this live stream a little shorter tonight. But I am going to basically kind of have my agenda for tonight. I just want to kind of follow through on some final thoughts on Walt Disney World doing the resort fees. So, okay, Nick is already requesting the Mickey voice. So, okay, here we go. Hold on. Welcome to Road Dave. Oh, you're so swell. I can't wait to talk about how I'm charging people more money. Hot dog. A biker's getting more. Okay. That's all. Crazy Christine. Thank you. Dreamers Empire, Josh. Okay, that was something else. Oh, there's Mary Ellen Clark. Okay. I'm glad I can make y'all laugh. Hey, that's always a good thing. Guys, actually, to go off on Mickey, I have a theory. I have a theory on why Disney is like nickel and diming everybody now. Pete has taken over. Yes, yes. It's now Pete running the show and not Mickey. You know, if you ever watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, you know how Pete is always, he's always charging Mickey and Donald for stuff. He's like, well, I don't know. Now, hey, the Mickey impression I might be able to do, but I'm not sure if I can do Pete. Like, hello there, Mickey the Mouse. You know, and then, you know, he'll always be charging them beans, you know, beans to like pass the gate, or beans to ride the hot air balloon, or a couple of coins to shoot basketball. I'm telling you, Mickey is not in charge now. Pete is. That is my theory, and I'm willing to investigate that. Resort TV 1, if you guys are on here, Arjons, yeah, Arjons, you guys are there all the time. Investigate that for me. That is your task now. You have to find out if Pete has kidnapped Mickey, or at least taken over, doing I don't know what. But anyway, that's my theory. We're gonna do a little housekeeping here. In case you guys don't notice, yeah, Mary Ellen Clark's like, but in case you're wondering, I have some redness on my eye. My eyes have been giving me fits today with my contacts, and so I actually went running. And when I run and my eyes are irritated, my eyes get red around here. So don't worry, I'm not sick. It's just works. It just looks a little weird. Let's see here. I want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. We got Mary Ellen Clark. We got Our Themed Life, the autocorrect, Dreamers Empire saying hey to Isaac Nail, Beach Home Co's here. Hey, Beach. Hey, welcome aboard. Glad you could come here. Oh, Callie. Oh, Callie, that's your first name. Okay, well, hey, now I know you by your first name, Callie. Welcome aboard. Chrisatina 2018. Hey, welcome aboard. Glad you can join up. And we're just getting started here. I actually have for some of you that just joined up, Chrisatina 2018. I think that part of the reason why Disney World is charging for its parking for overnight guests is that Pete has taken over. He has taken over, and Mickey is no longer in charge because he's always charging everybody. If you watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, he's always charging people. So anyway, that's my theory. So Dreamers Empire, hey Dave, here's my theory. The new ride at Hollywood Studios will be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Parking Feast. That's great, Dean. Absolutely. I absolutely think that might be, I think that might actually make people want to come. You know what? Pete will be at the front, and he'll be charging people as they enter in. It'll be like those old e-ticket rides or or something like that. Let's see here. Crazy Christine Crew. Oh, my name is Desiree, in case anyone... Desiree, hello. All right, great. Glad I know you by your first name. Awesome. Our Theme Life. I think you're onto something with the Pete theory. I'm telling you. For some of you who may not have small children, Our Theme Life, they have a son, Dylan, who's 3, and I have 3 kids, 10, 6, and 4. And see, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse has been going on since 2006, 2005. And so, you know, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse has been a long-time show in this household. And so, basically, I think that, and so Pete has always been in Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and he's always charging Donald and Goofy and Mickey to do something, to get something. Even if they have a mouse Cthulhu, it doesn't matter. So anyway, that's my theory. Let's see, Dreamers Empire. Ah, a very scary ride. I think I missed that. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I think it would be a very scary ride. You could have even Pete at the end take cash just so you can get out of the ride. Hey, see, then it's like a ride that goes on forever, like Small World, only you have to pay Pete to get off. That's my theory. Chrissy Tina 2018. I've seen all the Clubhouse shows. You know what? I think Chrissy Tina, if we have on our DVR, we have 53 recorded so far, or 57 now. And get this, my 6-year-old still watches it. Occasionally, my 10-year-old might want to watch it if it's like if it's a real funny one. It's been a long-lasting show. Beach Home Co. Yeah, here too. LOL, and Mickey and the Roadster Racers. Yes, that's the new one now. And I think it's become a little attractive for some of the older kids because my 10-year-old, he'll watch it with the other 2. And they don't learn as much. It's not as educational, but you know, it's still pretty entertaining. Christina, don't give them any ideas. Yeah, Christina, I almost want to bet that somebody has made that idea, and the only reason why it's been canned is because some old Disney guy was like, I don't think that'll pass. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Beach Unco, my daughter says Pete is a mobster. I wouldn't doubt it. It's like, here's the only thing though. He's a mobster to himself. He has no goons or anything to enforce it, but he's kind of a big guy. Magical News Live. Please fasten your seatbelts and hold on to your hats and glasses. Pete will be taking your money as you exit the ride, so have your wallets ready. 'Cause this here's the richest ride in the money world. Oh my gosh, Nick. That was awesome, dude. That was great. A little mixture of Thunder Mountain guy, and that's, I'm telling you, it's an instant classic. Instant classic. And think about this. They'll never refurbish that ride. Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, they mess with that. You know, Spaceship Earth, they mess with that. Journey into the Imagination, you know, mess around with that big time. They wouldn't change that one. That would be an instant classic. as well as Small World. Yeah, Nick, I think you won the internet for tonight, man. That was just perfect. Just perfect. Hey, just a reminder, guys, if you guys are just arriving or you haven't done it yet, please remember to like that, or VR Fam TV's not here, but I'm going to tell them to smash, smash, smash that like button. I say choke slam the like button. And also, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos. Also, check out my partner channel, Our Themed Life, who's here as well. Mike and Jen, they are awesome people, an awesome partner channel. Magical News Live with Nick, he does great content, great work. Dreamers Empire, Dean does fantastic work. He and Epcot Bob have done some live streams. They do live streams a lot of places. Go check these channels out. They are absolutely awesome. Beach Home Co. as well. They have awesome content, and they do a great job of showing some parts of Asheville, parts of. They even showed there's a beautiful hotel around Asheville. I almost thought I was in Florida. It's an incredible hotel. Thomas Ever After is here. Hey Daphne. Hey guys. Glad you guys could come on board. Adeline and Daphne here. Adeline and Daphne. Awesome. Welcome aboard. Glad you could join us. Actually, Daphne, and since you have kids, you can attest to this. I was just giving my theory as to why Disney is charging overnight fees. Pete has taken over. Yes. My theory is that Pete has decided, he has taken over operations, and Mickey Mouse is no longer in charge. You know, because like, you know how Pete was charging Mickey and Donald and Goofy a whole bunch of stuff, you know, for just to get a ball or to get across a river or to do something. That's my theory. And I've tasked our Johns, and I've tasked Dean at the Dreamers Empire. You guys go there a lot, so check that out. Resort TV 1 if they're there. And then Jen and Mike, they're making a few trips, so do your investigative YouTube skills, and we can make this happen. We can find the truth. I'm gonna start getting a little Mickey Mouse shaped tinfoil hat, and that'll I think that'll do well here. Let's see here. Great to see you too, Daphne. Great to see you guys. Let's see here. Thomas Ever After, I emailed Disney and got a response back about the parking yesterday. Yes, I did too. It's kind of like a standard response. But I know Chrisatina, she actually did the email and link last week. And Nick from Magical News Live, if you still have that link, for anybody who hasn't done it and would love to throw Disney some feedback on this, Nick, if you still have that link, man, that would be great if you could post it. And Nick he's our internet guru around here. I mean, he knows how to fly through and post stuff all the time. Let's see here. Beach Home Co. Hey, Addie and Daphne. Let's see. Thomas After. Dreamers Empire. Thanks, Dave. You just gave me cause to go to Florida. My wife wants to speak to you, though. It's just a suggestion. It's just a suggestion. Just saying. Actually, what's funny? I shouldn't have done that. Okay, here we go. I'm back on. There's another thing that I have. There's a couple of arguments. I actually was watching the Lou Mangella show. I watched Nick, and I watched a couple of others, and I can't remember the names off the top of my head. But what's interesting is some of the arguments that were kind of like I guess you could. Lou Mangella called it playing devil's advocate, and Dean, I think you had some good reasoning behind that. But I actually was wondering. I was like, man, if we could ever like have a conversation, I'm wondering if maybe we might be able to kind of let's take a look at those arguments. Like one of the arguments for doing the overnight fees they were saying was for to increase infrastructure, for the monorail upgrades and all that. And I don't know if I discussed this on my last video, but one of the things I mentioned, or one of the things that I've been talking about is that you know what? I did mention this, but I think it kind of drives home the point again, in that Disney has actually canceled some significant significant projects. They canceled their theater, their huge 2,000 seat theater they were going to build. They were basically going to create another Main Street. And I think that's because of what happened with the monorails. I think they did that. The other thing about the infrastructure is that when you're charging for the hotels as high as they are, they're supposed to actually accommodate the charge for the infrastructure. I could be wrong. Maybe their costs have gone up. But that's my theory. That's my theory there. Lou Mangello, where have I heard that name? Magical News Live. Resort TV1. Hey, Dave, just wanted to say hello. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, Josh, thanks so much for coming on, man. I'm glad you could come here. Glad, however long you're on here, I'm happy. I'm happy you're here. And I was just thinking about you. Since you're just coming on, I know I'm repeating myself for people that have been on here for a while, but my theory on the overnight parking fees is that Pete has taken over. Pete is in charge now. Mickey is not. And I just say that because if you ever watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and with your little guy, I'm sure if you haven't yet, you will. Pete's always charging Mickey, Donald, and Goofy for all sorts of stuff. He's like, that'll be 5 beans to get some basketball hoops, or and then like Mickey will be like, gosh, I don't have 5 beans. Let's call Toodles. Oh, Toodles! And so then Toodles will come, and then he just happens to have the last 2 beans he needs. So then sometimes he's charging coins, and then sometimes he's charging other things. But that's my theory. So I need you, Josh. I need you and your resources at Resort TV1 to investigate this, to see if my theory is sound. And since I'm saying all this stuff here, if you could talk to Jenna and maybe create some Mickey ears made out of tinfoil, that would be great. And I'll even wear this. I'll even wear this. Let's see here. Crazy Christine Crew. Yeah, I thought the reasoning behind such high rates for the resorts were to compensate for the upkeep from the monorails and other transportation. And that's what, yeah, Crazy, that's exactly what that's what the mentality was. That was the rationale for that. And when Disney is canceling out significant infrastructure projects, I know that right now they're building infrastructure with that big bypass, the big loop, and revitalizing that whole Magic Kingdom gate. I mean, that project's already underway. So it's kind of hard to see if it's maybe they underestimated the cost of that project or something. Resort TV1, I definitely have been watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. He always wants them to pay more. Yep, exactly. Thomas After, love the Mickey voice. Magical News Live, you did Toodles. Resort TV1, that totally makes sense. It's all Pete's fault. The Toodles was perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I try hard. It's, when you've had a child since 2007 and literally been watching that show since 2007, I think you kind of learn how to do it. Chrissy Tina, if I have a nightmare about Mickey's Clubhouse, I'm blaming you. I'm sorry, Chrissy Tina. I'm sorry. Hey, if it happens, then yeah, you could definitely blame me, and I'll even let you dislike one of my videos if you want to do that. That'll be good. Dreamers Empire, I'm really in the middle on this one, and I realize that this is going to cause serious issues at the value resorts, and I usually stay at Pop Century, so I hear you. Wow. Yeah, Dean. I mean, that's the thing. If you're trying to do a budget, like if you're trying to do a value vacation, it's very difficult. And the charge, I actually have some information on how value resorts compare in terms of the overnight charge. We have actually booked, and I'm kind of doing a little revenge on Disney here, but we were able to book the Embassy Suites for our for our July trip on Lake Buena Vista. It's actually one of the Good Neighbor resorts. I was able to get the veteran rate, and it was a great rate. And they still charge $12 a night for overnight parking. The values charge $13. So with the value resorts, you're kind of a little bit closer. But at that point, see, it incentivizes people to stay off site. because now, or to stay not in a Disney resort, because I'm paying value rates with deluxe accommodations. About the only con against this is that we're gonna have to try and structure how we do our travel to the parks and how we do our travel to SeaWorld, because their shuttle times are very sporadic. And so it's going to be kind of give and take there. So, but that's, you know, to your point, Dean, it incentivized us to look off site, and we got a great rate. I mean, I'm telling you, it was a good rate. Let's see here. Magical News Live. Welcome aboard the Walt Disney Monorail. Upon completing your trip, you will be asked to pay for this using the credit card or cash machine behind you. If you need an ATM, sorry. That's another great one, Nick. Nick, you're giving them too many ideas, man. Stop. Crazy, Christine. I do have to say that most of the off-property resorts do charge an overnight parking resort fee. However, at least you get breakfast free there too. And that's the thing about Embassy Suites. We get hot breakfast. We get the whole shooting match. I'm showing my little southernese there. But basically, you get, and it's free every day. They also, Embassy Suites has snacks in the afternoon. So if we go back to the hotel, we can just have snacks for free. It's like popcorn, chips and salsa, soda. I mean, you know, it's included. So I mean, yeah, there is an overnight charging fee, but what's interesting is that the perks that you get almost outweigh what you would get. You see, because at value, if you stay at a value resort, you don't really get that. Let's see here. Resort TV 1. I just can't justify the parking charges. They're charging tons more for exactly the same thing. It's hard to swallow for sure. Yeah, Josh. I mean, that's exactly how I feel. As a matter of fact, the room. I mean, and I hate spreading rumors, but this is kind of this. I've been seeing this on the discs. I've been seeing this at Disney Dining. I've seen this on a couple of other Facebook pages that Disney could be charging a resort fee in the future this year. Man, if that happens, I mean, that would just be the knife in the back, in my opinion. But you know, I mean, that's what we're dealing with. Magical News Live, asking for a dislike? Never heard of that. Chrissy Tina, I couldn't dislike your videos. Thank you. Thank you, Chrissy. Resort TV 1, I don't mind Disney making money or covering the expenses and making the profit, but this kind of stuff just looks greedy. That's just what it is. Yes. It's to me, it's nothing but a money grab. And for a lot of you guys that are daily guests, I almost can guarantee that you guys are going to get hit with it as well eventually. They'll eventually get the daily people. A Disney Live for me. Hey, it's my first time on your stream. Hey, oh my gosh, Disney Live for me. Hey, welcome aboard. So glad you could be here. Awesome, awesome. I'm so glad. I've seen you a bunch of times, and it's so good to see you here. Our Theme Live. Hey, we have to head to bed. Awesome stream. Have a good night, everyone. Our Theme Live. Oh, hey, my partner channel. Thank you so much for coming, man. Thank Mike and Jen. You guys are awesome. Make sure you go to their go to their YouTube page and subscribe to them. Check their videos out. Also, Jen is a travel agent at it's MickeyTravels.com. Got it. Jen is a travel agent at MickeyTravels.com. So if you're interested in booking and need some experience, you don't really have a whole lot of experience booking your trip, check out Magical News Live. Check out MickeyTravels.com and ask for Jen. If you go to Our Theme Live's page, I think they also have that on there, so be sure to check that out. At Disney Live, Jumbo Nick, great time air. Crazy Christine, hey, at Disney Live, Tom is after. Sorry I missed your stream tonight. We just got home. Okay. See, love it. Dreamers Empire, something logical thing to do. At Disney Live for me, had a blast. Resort TV 1. That's a great idea, Dean. Did I miss it? Dean, what'd you say? Oh, here we go. Dreamers Empire. Well, let's just all move there, buy a cul-de-sac together with Josh and Jenna, and transport to and from the park in our own private shuttle. I'm done here. Dean, you've done it, man. That's it. That's it, everybody. Night-night. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Dean, that was awesome. If only we could all do that. I think that would be great. See, I'm running behind here. I gotta get caught up. Let's see. Beach on Cove, loved it. Yep. Let's see. Resort TV 1, 14 watching now. Awesome. Yeah, oh, is it 14? Oh, we got 18. We have 18 on here. Wow. Oh, it's getting close. Magical News Live, Mickey Travels. My parents own it, by the way. Yes. Thank you, Nick. Our Theme Life, thanks so much for the kind words, Dave. Jen is so excited for her new adventure. I know she is. I know you guys have been promoting it, and I want to make sure that you guys get all the promotion you can. So definitely, I know that you guys have a passion for it, and you guys, and I know Jen will do well with it. Let's see here. Dreamers Empire. Oh, shoot. Here we go. I'll do it. Now I'm having technical difficulties. See, this is what I get for using an old iTheme pad. Okay, let's see. Buy Resort TV 1. Okay, is Resort TV 1 signing off? Okay, no, Our Theme Life is. Sorry, I'm getting everybody confused. So Isaac Nail, guys, I uploaded a Little Mermaid ride at the Magic Kingdom. I did not upload the Haunted Membership because the Little Mermaid is more better. Cool. Beach Home Code, Night Jen and Mike, Thomas After. If you have an annual pass, you have to pay for parking at the parks. And Disney Life for me, no, Daphne, you don't have to, and that's exactly correct. You don't have to pay if you're an annual pass holder. Yet. It's the issue here. This is my theory. My theory is that charging the overnight resort guests is a pilot program. They're going to pilot it and see if they can still take in the revenue and still get the occupancy that they need, and as well as get the transportation utilization. You know, I know part of it's business. I know it is. But if people will continue to pay, and I've seen a few people comment saying that they'll continue to pay, then they'll probably extend it out. But I mean, I do think that this is a possibility. You know, just to go through and actually, let's see, Resort TV 1. That's the biggest benefit of the annual pass. Yes, that's exactly right. My mom and dad have the annual pass. My brother-in-law and sister have the annual pass. Just for us financially, we can't swing it, especially when you have 5 people you got to deal with. But it is a good deal. If you come, and we even calculated it out, if you actually go to the parks for 8 days or more, you've more than paid it off. So that's basically 2 4-day vacations. You've more than actually accomplished your reason for buying it. You've actually saved money if you go to any additional days. Neely Potts is on. Hey, Neely. Hey, for any of you guys who don't know, Neely is a great live streamer. She goes on Facebook and she actually live streams some scripture, and she's a great family friend. So welcome her aboard if you guys haven't. Let's see here. Resort TV 1. They will eventually have another level of annual pass that includes free parking and one that doesn't. Mark my words. Yep, that's exactly what it will be. It will be a tacked on fee. I mean, just for you guys, Josh, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys are blacked out in a couple of weeks, right? For spring break. So it's like, you know, you have to have there's the platinum, then there's the gold, then there's the silver. I mean, you know, maybe with the parking, it'll be ultra platinum or something. So, wow, 20 watching. Holy cow. What's going on? Magical News Live, we aren't annual pass holders yet. Nick, if you can swing it, if your family can swing it, I would definitely recommend it. Daphne, that's what we do. Disney Life for me, I could totally see that. And let's see here. I'm the only one of the 5 of us that has the pass, perfect for parking and all the discounts. Crazy Christine, yeah, I think that's a good thing for you to have. You know, I think as a family, considering how much we would like to go, I think it would work out. But just financially, we're just not there yet. Disney Life, Road Trip Dave, do you have a set day time when you do a live stream? Great question, guys. I am actually thinking about doing live stream at this time, 9 p.m. I'm flirting with 8:30. The problem is because we're getting our kids to bed, and then I just came back from a run. I actually got through with a run at 8:45. So I'm still kind of touch and go on that. But I'm hoping to do that. I'm not official on that yet. But if we can if we can make this time happen every Sunday night, I think I'm going to start doing that because there seems to be an interest for some strange reason. People want to hear me talk. I don't get that. Let's see here. Neely Potts used our Carowinds meal plan tonight. Very nice, Neely. Very nice. We live at, Neely lives in the Charlotte area, same as us, and Carowinds had their opening day, had their opening weekend this past weekend. And so for if you get a gold pass, or what they call their season pass, you get access to everything from now until Winterfest is over. You pay $100 for a meal plan per pass. You get 2 meals paid for every day Carowinds is open. So if I'm working from home and I want to go to lunch, I just want to have a free lunch, I'll just go in the theme park, ride a ride, eat my lunch, go back to work. It's a sweet deal. Let's see here. Thomas After, thank you, Josh. We stayed off property in the past and we'll get us for a trip. Let's see, Beach Home Co. We'll be camping at Disney, so that's going to be our huge money saver, but we've maxed out their rooms, so we have to. You know, camping is kind of the next best bet. If you have an RV, or if you like the outdoors, if you like, you know, sleeping under the stars, I think that's the best way to enjoy Disney to the fullest on property, you know, and not have to pay a ton of money. Resort TV 1, yes, we used to pay a certain amount for a regular 4-park annual pass that worked 365 days a year. Now we pay more than that for the gold pass that is blocked out 4 weeks a year. Yep. And that's why we couldn't meet you guys in the parks, Josh, when we were there for our Christmas New Year's trip. It was, and that's what stinks so bad, is that we had, we would do annual passes in the past, and it was for the entire year. And you got in Christmas, New Year's, you know, Easter, 4th of July, all the crazy holidays. And now that's different. Disney Life for me, that's awesome. If you do it at 9, I'll advertise it at our trivia nights to start at 8. Oh, that would be so awesome. Thank you. Yes. You know what? I think, you know, that's what sounds like. I think that would be the great thing. I don't like to interfere with other live streams, and I know that's hard to do with our YouTube community. We're just so active. But, oh, man, I really do appreciate that. Thank you. You know, and as a matter of fact, you know what? You just sold it for me. 9 p.m. I'm going to do a 9 p.m. Eastern live stream every Sunday, as much as I can, every Sunday. So be on the lookout. I'm going to start doing these more often. Let's see here. Thomas After. That's exciting. I saw your post somewhere. Let's see here. Resort TV 1. It's still a decent deal at about $5.90 for the year since we go every week, but still it's paying for less. Yep. You're paying more for less. That's my whole deal. Let's see. Crazy Christine Crew. I'm in Raleigh. Hey, oh, that's perfect. I'm telling you, if you get a season pass for Carowinds, you will pay for it after 2 visits. Now, for the meal plan, we calculated it out. You need about 10 visits before you fully pay off 9, actually about 9 visits now, because the meals are like $12 a meal. But they're good meals. They're usually, I mean, for a theme park food, they're actually pretty good. Disney Life for me, I'm always looking for live streams to hang out with Disney fans, so I approve. Haha, awesome. Neely Potts is a crazy good deal. Panda Express for us tonight. Yeah, that's the funny thing about Carowinds. They actually have a couple of restaurants in the park that are franchises. Panda Express is in there, and Chick-fil-A. So it's great if you want to have like actual real regular you know, fast food. They have that there. Let's see. So excited. Thomas After. That's awesome. I love long trips like that. Crazy. Let's see. Woo. 9 p.m. Yeah, Nick. We're there, dude. I'm gonna try and do this. And I know you got school though, so you know I'm not gonna try and keep these too long because I want to make sure you can get plenty of rest, man. You need that. Let's see. Isaac Nail. Can't stay. Got to go, guys. Thanks for this amazing stream, Dave. Guys, even I hit 9 subs. I'm 10 away from 100 subs. Get some good rest tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Oh, awesome, Isaac. Thank you so much for coming here, man. I'm so glad you came. If any of you guys have not subbed Isaac, go to his page and sub him and get him over that 100 hump. Once you get over the 100 hump, I think that's when you start actually getting more confident as a YouTuber. So seriously, if anybody who has not subscribed to him, get over there and do it. Isaac Nail's awesome. He's on a lot of our live streams and great videos and great content. Isaac, I'm definitely gonna hit you up and make sure you get that 100, man. Resort TV 1, you're doing a great job with these streams, Dave. Got to go for now. Have a great night, everyone. Josh, thank you so much for coming on, man. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us. And Resort TV 1, for any of you guys who don't know, these guys are our I would say, our inspiration. They started doing these videos consistently every day. Josh and Jenna are a great team. They're just great people. And just a ton of people in our community we're able to find great people here and just mingle up. So if you haven't subscribed to Resort TV 1, check them out as well. Let's see here. Good night, everyone. Thomas After. I got to run too. Great to see you, Dave. It was fun chatting with all my peeps on the chat. Daphne, Adeline, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you came. Let's see here. Crazy Christine. R. Johns is one of the famous YouTubers. Better than Logan Paul. R. Johns, that's exactly right. R. Johns has we're making sure that R. Johns has the record for the most subs for not having any content on his channel. I think that is our goal. That is our agenda. It will be done. So, all right, I'm actually caught up with the comments. I actually wanted to talk to back to the address the other thing that I thought of with the parking fees. My other issue with the parking fee, the argument there, is that let's see, I got 36 minutes in, so I'm gonna try and keep this an hour, guys. But one of my theories about the arguments that I've heard for the overnight parking fees are that it's to solve for overcrowding. I have a solution, and I know this sounds a little radical, but Michael Eisner did 3 of these in his tenure as CEO. Build another theme park. Whether or not that's a 5th gate, or, and this is actually my proposal, I think it's time, considering our country's population, considering how prosperous we are, considering how a lot of people, even foreigners, come in. Maybe we need to do another Disney theme park, another Disney resort in another city. And I know it sounds crazy. What is that? Oh, I just missed it, Nick. Hold on a second. Let's see. Magical News Live. 224 subs. Yeah, R. Johns has got some amazing stats. Let's see here. Build a Disney World 2.0 in New Jersey already. Wow. You know, Nick, if they could have taken Walt Disney's concept and put a glass dome over it with all the nor'easters that you guys have been getting and all the cold weather, I think it could be done. You just got to get that glass dome. But, you know, you know what? I'd make a trip up there, especially if it's a glass dome. That would be absolutely crazy. Let's see here. Neely Potts, yes, please. It was so crazy crowded in January. Yeah, Neely. I mean, that's the thing. When we were there, I mean, for Christmas, New Year's, it's always insane. But my theory is that a lot of United States visitors to Disney World might actually be taken over to the other park. Like they might want to go to, let's say, Disney's America. Now I know that they proposed Disney's America in Virginia, but you know, whether or not they could do that with the weather, that remains to be seen. My theory is putting it in Texas, maybe putting it in southern Texas, like San Antonio, or even a less developed city, kind of like Waco. That's just a theory. That's just a proposal. I don't know if they'll ever take that, but you know. Crazy Christine, did you hear about the huge Disney-esque theme park going in over off the coast of North Carolina? What? Are you serious? I have not heard that at all. Is this like an aquarium? Is this a floating city? What is this? Whirling Woods? Really? Well, I'll tell you guys this. because of what Disney is doing here, competition like that, I think would be awesome. I think that would be great. I think that would put Disney on their toes and maybe even change some of these nickel and dime techniques that they're doing. Yeah, what the Disney? Nick, you're on a roll, man. Yeah, that would be absolutely crazy. It says a 21-acre theme park. Okay, I've got to check this out. After this live stream, I'm going to definitely check that out. That would be huge. That would be, I mean, I hate to say off the chain, but that would be off the chain. Because that's the kind of attraction that will pull people away. And you talk about overcrowding, well, then at that point, when people, if Disney starts losing people, then they're going to have to find a way to say, well, we need to change our policy. This may work, but I mean, you know, even a fifth gate, I think that might actually help with the overcrowding as well. Rather, that does kind of build up the demand more for Disney World. So that's why I suggest that. But I'm all over this. I'm all over this theme park out in the ocean. Bring that on. That would be incredible. Let's see. Yep, supposed to be amazing. Beach Home Co. Oh gosh, yeah, wow. Disney Life for me. What's your favorite park at WDW, Dave? You know, it's interesting. That was a question on my Disney tag, and a Disney Life for me. I want to let you know something. I can't ever just pick one. Disney's like Disney's like the Lays. I can't just have one. I gotta have several. I can't rank just one park. Well, but what I did say though, my favorite parks in Walt Disney World, if as a matter of fact, we're actually going to be, we only have a 2-day pass coming up for our July trip. We're actually going to make we're going to actually have another day pass at SeaWorld. We're actually doing that. So, but Magic Kingdom and Epcot, those are my two favorite parks. And I love Hollywood Studios. I think when they fully get it built out with Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land, I'll end up I don't know. I can't see myself putting Epcot below because I just love being around Epcot. Let's see here. Magical News Live, 21 acres in Alamance County, just outside of Chapel Hill. Okay, so it's not going to be in the ocean. It's not going to be out there. But that's going to be, well, that's going to be amazing. That's actually going to give Carowinds a run for its money as well. See, it's not Carowinds, no. The attractions are all charming little intimate things like train rides, haunted houses, and tree houses. So it's kind of a niche. Sounds like it's a niche park, but it definitely gives families with a budget more options. And if that happens, eventually it's going to affect Disney's bottom line. I think it will. You know what? I just missed the amazing Julia. Hello. Welcome aboard. I'm so glad you're here. Amazing Julia. She has, guys, if you haven't checked her channel out, please do so. She's kind of a young, up-and-coming YouTuber. Well, I'm not young, but I'm upcoming, I guess. And she has great videos. Definitely check her out. She's really been a great supporter of my channel, of Our Themed Life and Resort TV One. She's just awesome for our YouTube community. So, amazing Julia, I'm glad you could be here. We actually we're actually on the brink of finishing talking about Disney charges, and we're talking about a huge theme park in North Carolina. It's flipping us out. Let's see here. New World Travel Monkeys, are they here? I'm missing these comments. This is what I get for not wearing my contacts. Hello guys, glad you could be here. Thanks for coming here. Man, we got our huge crowd here. This is awesome. Love having all you guys here. Thank you. Thank you for coming on board. Let's see here. Neely Potts, get rid of Figment at Epcot. Neely, that's blasphemy. No, I think what you truly mean is get rid of the current ride of imagination and bring back the original, the small world of Epcot, as I call it. Let's see here. Ben Potts is here. Hey, Ben. Ben is Neely's husband, and so they're live streaming separately, but watching it together. So Ben, glad you could come on board, man. Thanks for coming. Let's see here. Beach Home Co. I live in North Carolina and haven't even heard of it. Beach Home Co. I know, right? I mean, we're basically we're in the Charlotte area, and we had no idea about this. So now we got to check this out. Ben Potts, do Mickey. Oh boy. All right, here we go. For any of you guys that don't know, I did a Mickey impression during my last live stream, and it was a hit. So I'm gonna try and do this again. Hold on. Hi everybody. Welcome to Road Trip Dave. It's so swell for all of y'all to be here. Hot dog. We've got 14 people watching. 13 people watching. Well, see y'all later. That's all I got. Let's see here. Let's see. Started hearing about a year ago. Can't wait. Magical News Live. Okay. Oh, Magical News Live linked that there's a new theme park being built in North Carolina that's very Disney-esque. And so basically for all of us that like those types of theme parks, he actually posted the link on here. So be sure you check that out. R. Johns, I hope I get to meet you, Dave, when you're down here. R. Johns, me too, man. I would just love to meet you and you've been such an integral part of this community and such an integral part of this group. I've been able to kind of read some of your Facebook posts, and Richard is just an awesome guy, and I would love to meet you guys. I would just that would just be great. Let's see, Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson's here. Hey man, welcome aboard. Holy cow! Just when I thought my live stream was going down, then we got some other people coming on board. So glad you guys are here. Welcome, Kyle. Let's see here. Dreamers Empire. My wife is a VIP kid teacher too. Oh, that's so cool. That's great, Dean. Disney Life for me. Wow, that's an amazing impression. Thank you, guys. I kind of got on my rant with the Disney charging for overnight guests last time, and so I was just like, I'm gonna portray Mickey as just, you know, taking the charges and being happy with it. But for any of you guys who are new here, and I know I'm repeating myself, but here's my theory. Mickey is no longer in charge of Disney World. Pete has taken over. If you watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Pete is always charging Mickey, Donald, and Goofy for everything. And he's taken over. That is my theory. And I've tasked R. Johns, Dreamers Empire, Our Themed Life, and Resort TV One. A lot of those guys who go down there a lot need to do investigative journalism, guys. Let's see. New World Travel Monkeys. Only 14 of the best people ever. That's right. Let's see. Monkeys for sure. Haha. Miguel Benitez. Miguel, hey man, welcome aboard. I'm so glad you're on here. Awesome. Thank you for coming on board. Let's see here. Let's see. Dreamers Empire. R. Johns is the best. He is. A Disney Life for me. Miguel is my husband. Now it all comes together. Well, Miguel, thank you for coming on as yourself. You know, and having your wife taking the other side, taking the other profile. That's good. That's good. Mix it up all together. Dreamers Empire. Dave, I like your Pete impression too. Can't wait to hear your whole arsenal. I think that's about it. Mike from Our Theme Life's got the Goofy impression down, but you know, I was like, yeah, trying to do Pete here. Hello there, Mickey the Mouse. That's about all, that's the best I got. Ha ha. That's another little laugh that Pete does. I can't think of anything else. I'll think of something else. Ooh, can we get some of those mouse catoodlies? So that's my Pete impression. Donald Duck #1. Now, New World Travel Monkeys. I actually love Donald. He's my #1 guy. That's the one character I can't do. Let's see. Ben Potts. Duffy is taking over. I guess so. That's so true about Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, isn't it? I'm telling you. Let's see. I'll be here. Let's see. Crazy Christine Crew. I'll be there in 4 days. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Desiree, when you do that, I want to see some results. Jonathan Black, fun live stream. I'm enjoying it. Hey, Jonathan, welcome aboard. I'm glad you could be on here. Yeah, you know, I've been kind of on Disney's case about the overcharging, and I think you know, it kind of got me on doing live streams more frequently now. So hey, what Disney does apparently is my gain. So in one way or the other. Let's see here. New World Travel Monkeys. You do a very good impression. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. A Disney Life for me. You just did Pete. That's awesome. Yeah, you know, I tried. Theme Park Brews is here. Hey! Hey, man! Glad you could be on here. Welcome aboard. So glad you could be on here. Theme Park Brews is another awesome channel in our community. These guys I can't even speak. They do Disney World. They go and explore the different drinks and different brews around the parks. And they've even gone to, I think I've seen some of the videos of them in Universal and everything. If you guys haven't subscribed to Theme Park Brews, go check these guys out. They are really an awesome and upcoming channel. They are so positive and just great to listen to. Definitely check them out. Let's see here. Let's see. So yeah, some of you guys know Morty. All right, so you guys are good there. Let's see here. Disney Life for me. Morty is super supportive of the Disney community and small channels. He really is. As a matter of fact, what's interesting, and Morty knows this, I'm just kind of getting my feel on Twitter, you know, and Daphne from Thomas Ever After, she can attest to this. They do a great support network there in Twitter, and it's been great. And I'm just starting now to figure out Twitter. So now I'm hoping to use that and use that more for this platform. And, you know, Facebook I'll still do, but I'm noticing that Twitter is kind of where it's at for YouTube channels like this. And Neely and a few other people have said I got to get on Instagram. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Let's see, New World Travel Monkeys were both at the helm tonight. Neely Potts, the new Camp Snoopy is awesome. Carowinds rocks. And as a matter of fact, that's the next thing I wanted to talk about, guys. For some of you guys who don't know, Neely Potts and Ben Potts, who are on here, they're good friends of ours. We live in the Charlotte area, and Carowinds is basically minutes from our door. And Carowinds just had its opening weekend. So if you ever want to go to Carowinds, you need to check it out, especially if you have little kids. They have a new area that opened there called Camp Snoopy. It used to be Planet Snoopy, but they actually did a fantastic job renovating and re-theming the kids area with more kids rides. And get this, I was even saying this on Friday when we went there. We had a season pass preview. It reminded me of Frontierland in many aspects. It was the music, the atmosphere. It so fit in there. And then of course they mixed together the Peanuts theme and different songs from Peanuts movies. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and say, you know, it's Peanuts version of it. It's a small Peanuts version of Disney World. But man, I mean, they're hitting it on all cylinders. Carowinds is just really rocking it out, and it's really cool to see how they're developing their theme park. Let's see here. Disney Life for me. I love Instagram. So fun. I keep hearing that, and I think I'm going to eventually have to do that. Theme Park Brews. Yeah, I haven't gotten to come visit you much, but happy to make it by and watch this evening. Well, thank you guys very much for coming. I really do appreciate that. As a matter of fact, since you weren't on here, I'll say for some of you guys who came on, here's my last time that I want to talk about the Disney overcharging issue here. I have a solution for if Disney is using the overnight charging fee for overcrowding. And my suggestion was build a 5th theme park. Or just build another United States theme park. If you want to eliminate overcrowding, that is the best way to do it, because then it will also drive foreign travelers to check out this other part, you know. And I think we have enough in our economy to do it. I think Disney has enough economy to do it. Whether or not it's in, you know, Texas, like I was suggesting, or maybe a 5th gate, I think that might be the solution. So that's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, That was my proposal. You know, I don't think Disney will take it, but you know. Let's see. Theme Park Brews. Our Twitter is crazy. Yes, it is. Jonathan Black. See, been to Busch Gardens many moons ago. You know what? Busch Gardens is another great park that I haven't been in literally decades. I think that would be something. There's one in Virginia, which is a little closer to us, and then the other one's in Tampa. I think we would probably like to try out the Tampa one. It would just be a change of pace. And like I said, with Disney charging overnight parking fees and basically pricing us out of our vacation budget, we're now exploring possibilities. We actually booked an Embassy Suites at Lake Buena Vista, and it happens to be a good neighbor hotel. And we also are getting SeaWorld tickets. Now, we were getting 2-day passes for Disney World, but this is giving us the opportunity to check out other things in Florida. And that's the thing about Florida. They have so much there to do. It's incredible. Let's see, I'm getting behind here on the comments. Let's see here. We were just in North Carolina. Instagram is so fun and easy. You should do it from Beach Home Co. Thank you, Beach. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that, Callie. Let's see here. Theme Park Brews. You're in our next video, kinda. Let's see here. Going through here. Theme Park Brews. Absolutely. The Amazing Julia. I agree. Theme Park Brews. Yeehaw. Jonathan Black. Disney version of Great Wolf Lodge across the country. You know what? That's another great resort. We actually have one here in the Charlotte area near the Motor Speedway, Great Wolf Lodge. That is a fantastic place. We have not been able to stay there, and the overnight rates are a little on the higher side, and I think we eventually will do that. We just wanted to make sure that all of our kids were basically up to snuff on swimming, and my 4-year-old, she isn't quite there yet. We are giving her some swim lessons. But I think once we do that, Great Wolf Lodge is definitely in our future. Let's see here. Dreamers Empire, right on, Dave. I'm for that. Thank you, Dean. Awesome. Let's see, R. Johns. How many days until you move here, Morty? Theme Park Brews. Oh, you're moving there, Morty? I didn't know that. Everybody's moving to Orlando. You know, here's another channel that's actually moving there. Princess Disney Princess Couture. Nick or Dean. I hope I told her channel right. Rachel Murillo is actually she's in our community here. She actually is one of the sponsors for Resort TV 1, I believe. And Disney, I think it's Disney Princess Couture, so tell me if I'm wrong, guys. But she's actually going to be moving there. So, Dean, it's like you're saying, man, we just need to all pack up, move over down to Central Florida, around the cul-de-sac near Josh and Jenna. We'll be great neighbors. We will know each other. We will love each other. Shoot, man, it'll be like a 100-person Disney reunion like every weekend. So let's see here. Man, I'm getting behind again. Beach Home Co. They are great. Thanks for asking. Disney Life for me. Florida is great. Yes. Kyle Anderson. I just did an airboat ride in Florida. Oh, Kyle, how was that? I have seen those on TV. That's the things on my bucket list. I would love to ride an airboat. Those would be awesome. New World Travel Monkeys. You can't go wrong with the hotels and Disney property that aren't Disney hotels. Much better bang for your buck. And that's exactly what I've experienced. I actually see. I'm an Air Force veteran, and they actually gave us the veteran rate right in the middle of the summer time frame. So even though Disney was promoting their 25% discount. And if you notice, they did their 25% discount on select resort hotels. They did it on the day of that the overnight charge fees went into effect when you book. I was like, you gotta ease the pain somewhat. But we glossed all over that with this. I will probably be doing that for a long time. Let's see. Kyle Anderson. That's what Arjan's saying. Hello. Stayed at the Hilton Buena Vista Palace last year, and it was great. New World Travel Monkeys. That's awesome. And that's the thing about some of these hotels. They are deluxe accommodations. They're the equivalent of deluxe accommodations. But the only thing that we're going to have to do, that anybody has to do, is figure out how to get transportation to the parks. Because some of those shuttles, they run very sporadically, and so we're just that's really the only thing we have left to do on our planning. Let's see here. Disney Princess for me. Disney Princess what? Dreamers Empire. Yep, you got it. Great. Okay, great. All right, yeah. Disney Princess Couture. C-O-U-T-U-R. Yeah, C-O-U-T-U-R-E. They're all one word. Check that channel out. Rachel is just full of personality, and man, does she style some Disney stuff. Holy cow. Holy cow. Let's see here. Neely Potts, living in Florida was awesome. We miss it. Yeah, I forgot. Neely and Ben actually used to live around there, and that's the thing. When you have winter hanging around like it has been up here, we're just like, man, come on. Let's see here. Dreamers, yep, you got it. Kyle Anderson, I'm 20 minutes from Josh. So Kyle, yeah, that's Kyle. You get to experience the wonders of Florida. R. Johns, I got to hang out with Rachel and Peter last Friday. They are great people. They really are. I've just seen how they interact with everybody, and it's just so great to just see how everybody just is so positive and just loves each other, and that's good. That's very good, and especially with some of the YouTube people around here. You know what I'm saying? Chrissy Tina, save a house for me down there. Unfortunately, it'll take me a while to get there. My mom is a slow traveler with her oxygen tank. But hey, if you can get there, and with or without the oxygen tank, you'll be just fine. Theme Park Brews, Uber. I thought about that, Morty, and to be honest, because I'm saving, I'm trying to really cut the budget. Don't know if we would be able to do that. I might consider it. I want to see what they charge and see how that does. If we're having difficulties the first day, maybe that might be an option to do. Mouse Junkie's on here. Hey, Mouse Junkie, welcome aboard. Awesome, man. We got so many awesome people here today. That's great. Glad you could come on board. Let's see here. Amazing Julia. I live 3 hours away from Orlando. Oh, Amazing Julia. So I take it you're in the Jacksonville area? That's actually, you guys might find me a little weird, but Jacksonville is where I would love to retire. I would love to just stay there and go there. Part of the reason why is because I miss the coast. I'm originally from Charleston, South Carolina, and man, I miss the beach. I just miss having the rivers and the beach. So, you know, I mean, I love Disney World, but man, I do love the beach. And the beach is free. Let's see here. Ben Potts, great job, Dave. You're doing such a great job with the tourism stuff. Way to go. Thanks, Ben. Hey, you know, that's one of the things I love talking about. Let's see. New World Travel Monkeys. Uber's a good choice also. Yeah, I would definitely check that out. Theme Park Brews. Crazy Christine. Sorry, guys. Got to go to sleep. Crazy Christine, Desiree, thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for coming here. And guys, check her channel out. Definitely check her out. And I just love the fact that you're here and joining us. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Beach Home Co. Kevin got in 3 years ago and got in half price, and the kids too, for Disney's active duty discount. One time it was great. And Beach Home Co. That's the thing. As a veteran, I think that's awesome, especially for active duty. I kind of wish they would extend it out to veterans, and the reason why, I mean, I have an agenda. Yeah, I did not serve in combat, you know, but I did serve in the Air Force, and I did serve in operations. But one of the things about veterans, like who maybe like a Lance Corporal in the Marines that only served 2 to 4 years, and then he got out. Well, he served, and he served in in combat. I mean, and that's the thing. I wish Disney would maybe do a little something for just the honorably discharged veterans or the medically discharged veterans. That's just, you know, as one of the things I kind of wish. Disney's on the right track, but like. And I'm gonna tout Carowinds because we were talking Carowinds earlier. Here at Carowinds, which is just minutes away from our house, Carowinds actually gives a veterans discount, and that's for your entire party. So I can buy season passes at the veterans rate, which is $20 less. So I'm automatically saving $100. I'm only paying it's $81. For the veterans rate this year, $81, and I can get into Carowinds every day they're open from now to the end of the year at Winterfest, for basically December 30th. And I wish Disney would do something like that for the veterans. Let's see here. Let's see. YouTube community is the best. Yes, they are. Theme Park Brews. R. Johns, just call me, Dave. I'll drive you around. Richard, you'll drive me around, but will you drive my wife and 3 other children, 10, 6, and 4 around? Will you keep your sanity after driving all of us around? I appreciate the offer, man. Disney Life for me. I got to get going. Thanks for the stream. It's been a lot of fun. Hey, thank you so much for coming. I'm so happy you guys came on. Thank you. Let's see here. Mouse Junkie. Hi, Arjons. Mies and Julia. Cape Coral, right near Fort Myers. Okay. Oh, you're on the other side. I see. Okay. You're on the Gulf Coast. So hey, I've actually considered the Gulf Coast. I think I would actually have thought about Fort Myers. That looks like a nice area. Magical News Live. Road Trip Dave is the best. Thank you, Dick. Appreciate that, man. Ben Potts, you say man a lot. Oh, hush, Ben. No World Travel Monkeys. We'll eventually end up in Florida. Not sure when, but it'll be great. Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever get a chance to do it, but you know, if we can, I hope. I mean, I'll be on top of it right away. Beach Home Code. Dave, you need to stay right on the beach in Myrtle and the campgrounds. Callie, it's funny you say that. I actually have in-laws that have a condo around Myrtle's Inlet. As a matter of fact, I did a video of the golfing community that they're in Myrtle's Inlet. It's called Wachasaw East. And so if you feel free to check that out. It's a great it was a running trail that I was on. And so we go there. I mean, you know, it's the in-laws allow us to stay there without charge, so you know, can't complain about that. But the funny thing is at a campground, I think it would be good if we had the camp materials. But let's put it this way: our idea of roughing it is the Wilderness Lodge. Yeah. So theme park brews, they absolutely should do more for military personnel, veterans. Yeah, Morty, that's it, man. I mean, they do some great stuff. They do the Magic Kingdom does the retreat where they lower the flag at 6 p.m. They actually sing the Star Spangled Banner, and they give the flag to a disabled veteran or a retired veteran every day. And hats off to Disney for that. I think I've not seen many theme parks do that, and that's really good for them. Ben Potts, Winterfest was awesome. Yeah, guys, as a matter of fact, Carowinds did their first Winterfest last year, and I did a video on that, did a preview, a vlog on that, so feel free to check that out. If you ever want to get in the Christmas spirit, check that out. I think you guys would like that. Mouse Junkie, good night, everyone. Mouse Junkie, thank you so much for coming here, man. I know I hope I didn't miss any of your comments, but thank you guys so much. Let's see here. Beach Home Co. A party bus. There you go, Arjons. Yeah. Arjons, did you say something about a party bus? If you, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Driving you around. Well, I'll tell you what. They rent those what is those, wind streamers or, I can't remember the name of the vans. You can get one of those, Richard. So there you go. Let's see. Neely Potts. Myrtle Beach, Family Kingdom. That's some old school stuff there from Myrtle Beach. New World Travel Monkeys. Good night, everyone. We'll see you soon at the very least Tuesday. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for hopping on this live stream and talking. I'm so glad you came on. Beach Home Co. Well, you can't beat free. Indeed. Ben Potts, where are you headed next? Ben, are you talking to me, man? I said man again. Theme Park Brews, I have to go, friends. Morty, thank you so much for coming, man. I'm so happy you came here, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of your stuff. But yeah, I really appreciate that. Scott Scherer. Hey, Scott. Scott's on here. Hey, man. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you could come on here. Scott Scherer is also part of our YouTube community, and he has actually done a lot with Resort TV 1 and I believe Magical News Live too, and Our Theme Life to some extent. So welcome him on, and Scott, I'm glad you could join up, man. Oh, it's 69 minutes. I said I was going to do an hour, and I'm already over. That's the life of a YouTuber. But Scott, we're on the tail end, man. But I'll try to give you some stuff we were talking about. Theme Park Life. I'm sorry, Theme Park Brews. Take care and be safe. Great live stream, Dave. Thank you, Morty. Appreciate that. I had a blast. I can't wait to see more of yours, bud. Thank you, man. I definitely want to see more of yours too. Ben Potts, Carowinds, Busch Gardens, Pigeon Forge, Los Angeles. Well, our next Carowinds trip will probably be next weekend. We got the season pass. They just had the season they had the preview for the season pass holders on Friday. And for some of you guys who didn't come on here, Carowinds is a great amusement park. A lot of roller coasters, a lot of great areas that represent the Carolinas. Their mascot, if you will, are the Peanut Gang. Charlie Brown, Snoopy, the whole gang. And they just recently redid their entire kid area. So if you have kids that are from ages 5 and younger, they have added 6 more rides, so you can get little kids to ride these awesome rides. And it's called Camp Snoopy now. And what was really amazing was the theming and the music. It felt like Frontierland. It really almost immersed you. And that's impressive for Carowinds. Carowinds is really stepping up their game. So if you guys have little kids, that's definitely a great place for them to check things out. So that's where we're going. Beach Co. All right. Good night, Dave. Got to corral the rest of the kids up and hit the hay. Callie, Callie, thank you so much for coming on board. I'm so glad you came on. If you guys have not had a chance to check out Beach Home Co., they do some great videos of theme parks and even some hotels and stuff around Asheville. Go check their channel out and subscribe if you haven't. Let's see here. Wow, I'm caught up. Wow. With that, I'm going to probably wing this for another 10 minutes. So, what are y'all's favorite Magic Kingdom rides? And see, what's funny is that Nick from Magical News Live actually asked me that question last live stream. And as usual, I could not come up with one, my number one ride, because Disney is like Lay's chips. I can't just have one. I can't settle on one. And that's the one last thing I wanted to talk about tonight. And feel free. I want to see what you guys mentioned. Tell me what some of your favorite rides at Magic Kingdom are. I'm going to go through. It's kind of the must-dos. I'm going to be like Stacy. Let's see here. We already got a few coming in already. Let's see here. Ben Potts, People Mover. Absolutely. That's an absolute must-do. Scott, Monsters, Inc. You know what, Scott? It's interesting you bring that up. My family did the Monsters Laugh comedy show. What was it? I think it was last year. We enjoyed it. It was actually funny, and it was interactive, and it actually was entertaining. It was better than I thought it was going to be. And is it worth coming to again? Absolutely. It's really kind of a great concept too, and a great way to utilize that space that they use. Neely Potts, Peter Pan's Flight or Pirates. Peter Pan is an absolute must-do. Pirates of the Caribbean, an absolute must-do. If you don't do Pirates of the Caribbean, I would say there's something wrong with you. Dreamers Empire, TTA, Space Mountain, and Dean. Fantastic mention you mentioned TTA, People Mover, but Space Mountain, my first roller coaster I ever rode on. And I think that's why that roller coaster holds a dear place to my heart. And what's funny was, I didn't like it the first time I rode it. I said that was despicable. At the time, I was watching Looney Tunes, and Sylvester the Cat and Daffy the Duck, they always said that was despicable. And that's what I said. After the first time I rode Space Mountain, I must have been a glutton for punishment, because I've been riding it every year ever since. I think I was 7 years old when I rode it for the first time. Let's see here. Craig Litchfield. Craig's on here! Craig, welcome aboard, man! Craig's another, man, we're getting all our Charlotte people on board here. Craig's another good friend of ours, and man, I'm so happy he came on board. Yeah, Neely, it's Craig. It's Craig from church. Yes. Let's see here. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. And you know what? I wish they would bring that back, but yes. That's where Pooh is now. Pooh, I almost can overlook. Almost. I'm not there yet, but I still love it. The Amazing Julia, the Carousel, and People Mover. You know, the funny thing about the Carousel, that actually was, it wasn't, it was actually a carousel that was purchased from, I believe, Nick, you may know the trivia on this. I think it was from a New Jersey theme park. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I mean, that's what's so funny is that that wasn't even originally a Disney ride, and now it's become a Disney staple for Fantasyland. See, Magical News Live. Oh, living it up. Love that feeling. Living me up. Oh, there you living it up. Love that feeling. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me tell you how bad we are about Stacy videos. You know, Resort TV 1 actually videos those things when they stay in a room. I have to say this. If I ever feel like I want to be back at Disney, I will turn that on and go to sleep watching that. Yes, I'm weird. Let's see here. Neely Potts, also Care of Progress. Yes, Carousel of Progress. That is my wife loves that ride, and the thing is, it's a quintessential classic. It's kind of like how Walt Disney had his inspiration for all the animatronics and really presenting that to that concept of a dark ride, and that's something that should never go away. Ben Potts, my siestas are getting shorter and shorter. Oh yeah, that's right. The Tiki Room, absolutely. Arjon's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Oh, Richard. Man, you're pulling a classic that I miss. Oh, yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I loved going in that sub. And I just loved seeing under... You know what's really funny? I almost wish... It would have been really cool if they could have incorporated that into The Seas with Nemo. I think it would be just an amazing ride. If they were going to say how should we redo and reimagine The Seas with Nemo, I think that's how you should do that. I absolutely love that ride. Magical News Live. Welcome to Must Do Disney. I'm your host, Dave. You know, there's a lot of things in life that you must do, but there are only a few of those must-dos that you really want to do. And that's why we're here today. Man, I've seen that video too many times. Let's see. Neely Potts, we ran into Craig at Carowinds. We love some Carowinds. Oh, that's great. Well, Craig and their family were there. Yeah, hey, that's the funny thing about Carowinds. You get to see a lot of people that you know. Let's see here. Scott here. Is it the TTA is not for wheelchairs? You know, Scott, I was wondering about that. They have a moving ramp, so they wouldn't allow that to basically the transfer to occur? I can't remember. I think I remember seeing somebody go up on a wheelchair, but I could be wrong. That might have been a few years ago. I don't know if they've discontinued that or not. Let's see here. Neely Potts, me plus Melissa on Carousel of Progress equals happiness. That would be hilarious. I would love to see you guys on there. That would be awesome. Melissa's my wife, by the way. Ben Potts, the Dole Whip ride. Well, now if you had a Dole Whip ride, well, I would never leave. That would be the ride that Pete could get me to pay extra money for. Just as long as they just open your mouth as you're going along the boat, and they just squirt the Dole Whip just right down your throat. That would be great. But some other rides. I noticed nobody mentioned the Jungle Cruise. Here's the thing, guys. I like cheesy humor, and I love jokes, and I especially love the theming and concept of Jungle Cruise. It feels like home to me. It's like from the queue, when I'm waiting in the queue and I'm hearing that old time music, and then pull up in the boats, and what's really funny, one of the guys that was on there, when I went in '86, I remember this to this day. He actually, the first thing out of his mouth was, "Hello, Kmart shoppers," and everybody just started laughing. And then he mentioned like blue light specials. And for any of you people that are old enough to remember Kmart when they had the blue light specials, I mean, it just cracked me up. And a lot of this stuff was ad-libbed. It wasn't as structured as it is now. Um, let's see, Neely Potts. I cannot stand Jungle Cruise. Well, Neely, you know, that's some of us are weird, you know. But some other classics that I absolutely have to ride, and it's been a while. Splash Mountain. I absolutely just don't mind getting wet at all. I would take a poncho. If you don't like getting wet, just wear a poncho. Just wear a raincoat. It won't drench you. It won't soak you like Kali River Ride in Animal Kingdom. But it's just a great ride because, and that's the thing. I mentioned the first movie I ever saw in a movie theater was Song of the South, and that's what that ride is themed after. And so you absolutely have to ride that when you go there. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, another classic that I must ride. Haunted Mansion, of course. And I have to say, every time we go to Magic Kingdom now, I guess it's because my daughter loves Ariel, but that the journey into, I guess it's the journey into the Little Mermaid, or the journey of the Little Mermaid. I can't remember I can't believe I'm forgetting the name, but that is an essential ride. We just absolutely love it. Let's see here. I'm thinking of some other rides. Let's see here. Did I mention? Oh, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train has almost become a must-do now. And I say that because even though it's like one of the shortest rides, shortest roller coasters on property, the theming is phenomenal. I just love going into the tunnel and seeing all the dwarfs working and singing and hearing and just watching their almost realistic faces. I mean, it's just great theming all around. Let's see here. Yep, Amazing Julia. I love Jungle Cruise. Scott said, yes, that's true, but cannot walk. Oh, I see, Scott. I see. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. They have to have an actual wheelchair transfer. You know, I'm surprised that they cart as part of the People Mover. I would imagine eventually they might do that because I know they do that with Spaceship Earth, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Dealey Pause. Mine Train is right up there with my top classic rides. Absolutely. Let's see here. R. John says, anyone here been on If You Had Wings? Mind blown. Oh my gosh. I'm geeking out. I'm geeking out. Richard. Oh man. I loved that ride. When I was a kid, we would go in there and I just loved seeing the history. As a matter of fact, there's a air show coming up in Myrtle Beach next month in April 28th and the 29th. Stay tuned for that. I will be doing probably 2 videos on that air show. And I love airplanes. Absolutely love airplanes. Oh, I'm geeking out, man. I loved that ride. I missed that ride. And I see now that actually goes into probably what I would consider a 50-50 must do. You know, it's like I could do it, but if I don't do it, it's okay. And that's the Buzz Lightyear ride. I feel like if they updated it a little bit, maybe sure that it kind of received a little TLC. Doesn't look like it's received a lot of upkeep lately. But man, that was a great ride. If You Had Wings. Let's see here. Neely Potts. Hi ho. Yeah. Craig Litchfield, I guess we have to go ride the new rides. Yeah, Craig, you're missing out, man. Nick from Magical News Live wins the internet again. Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to stealing guest money we go. Nick, you're on a roll, man. You are on a roll. Somebody get him he's what is that? What do they say on ESPN? He's in fuego. That was hilarious, man. That was good. Yeah, there's I'm trying to think of some of the others now. If you know when they build Tron, when they build the Tron coaster there at right beside Space Mountain, that will be an absolute must-do. I've seen just some of the video from the one in Shanghai Disney, and it is phenomenal. It is a great, incredible roller coaster, and just the fact that Magic Kingdom is getting it. I mean, there is some debate as to whether or not it belongs there, but man, to me, if they put it in Epcot or put it in Magic Kingdom, I wouldn't care. That is, I can't wait for that to actually come. Yeah, Magical News Live. Yep, Kingham. Oh, there. There's Disney's favorite emoji. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's oh, here we go. The new theme song for Disney will be, if you ever watch Pete's Dragon, it's money, money, money by the pound. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Drive safely. Try the veal. Remember to tip your waitress. R. Johns. Yes. Give the flames to Nick. He's on fire tonight. Let's see here. Trying to think of some other ones that I might have missed. I mean, there's the teacups that are fun. But you know, I can take them or leave them. It's as a matter of fact, Carowinds just in Camp Snoopy. Carowinds just has a new ride there called Woodstock Whirlybirds. Exact same concept. The only thing was when we were I was actually trying to spin it with my wife and Neely in the cup, and man, those wheels were stiff. You could tell they were brand new. So I'm hoping hoping the usage will get them kind of you know, loosened up a little bit. Let's see, the Skyway. Oh, Richard, yeah. You know what's funny about that is that, you know, now with the new gondola system that they're putting in, and they're calling it the Disney Skyway, it's going to be interesting because now you'll be able to do what you used to do in Magic Kingdom, but now you'll be doing it around the resort. I am looking forward to that. I would probably go just to do that for a few hours. Let's see here. Craig Litchfield, the Speedway. Craig, I was just going to get to that. I think for any American kid who ever dreams about, you know, getting ready to drive their car, that this is, to me, this is where I first got my start in learning how to drive. I mean, you know, the cars being on the rails and all that, it was a lot more comfortable for my dad, a lot more comfortable for other people. But yeah, what's funny about that is, you know, afterwards, nowadays they have the speedway parks where you actually have real go-karts. But I think this is kind of the introduction to it. I think that's why I like that. Like having that. Magical News Live. Mickey's first word. Money. Gosh. Well, you need money to make things go around. Scott Shearer, so funny, Nick. Yep. Yeah, Nick has been on fire tonight. Let's see here. Magic Kingdom. Are there any other rides that I'm leaving out? Oh, well, it is a ride. The ferry boat. The Tom Sawyer ferry. The Liberty. Nick, you know the name of it, man. Richard, Dean, Dreamers Empire. If you guys are on, I can't remember the name of it. It's the steamboat, the actual steamboat that goes around the river. I don't know why I'm blanking on it tonight. Liberty Bell, Magical News Live, Nick for the win. Yes, that's another must do. I just love getting on there. If you would just want a chance to just prop up your feet and just chill out, that's great. It also has some very cool ways to take a look at the park. Hashtag Quick Nick. Dude, hashtag that. If you can find, hashtag Nick is on fire or Nick in fuego. Hashtag Nick in fuego. That's what I say. Let's see here. R. Johns, ding ding ding. Yep, he got it. Let's see here. Any other rides I'm leaving out that you guys like? I think that's about all the favorite ones from me. I already mentioned Pirates, and let's see, you know, and I got all the roller coasters down. I'm a coaster freak. I'm an adrenaline junkie, so I always love going on all the roller coasters. Now, my number one roller coaster in the entire Disney World resort, in my opinion, is Rock and Roller Coaster. That is also, I would call that my #1 ride of the entire Walt Disney World Resort. That is by far, I would ride that again and again and again. So let's see here, Mickey. Let's see here. No. I want the money from Magic Bands to be sent to me, not the employees. Oh, Nick. Oh, you're cruel, man. But there's a bit of cruelty in the truth. R. Johns, remember Circle Vision by Monsanto? I remember they did the Circle Vision for, that was it. That was actually in the old Monsters, Inc. building where they had, it was like Scenes of America. And then they did Time Traveler with Robin Williams. He actually did the robot. And that was right around the same time that he also voiced Genie for Aladdin. So it's really funny how that works out for him. He was doing like multiple Disney gigs. Ben Potts, of course. Country Bear Jamboree. I think that is a classic. It is a classic. Is it something I would want to do every time I go to Disney? Maybe, maybe not. It's but the funny thing about Country Bear Jamboree, there's some adult humor in there, and I did not realize that until the last time we went there. When we went in, what was it, 2016? I think that was the same time we also did the Monsters comedy show. I was in there, and I had all my 3 kids in there, and I remember thinking to myself, that's an adult joke. But yeah, that's always a good one. Let's see, Scott Scherer, love Robin Williams launching his movies all over again. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Like Mrs. Doubtfire. There's let's see, Good Morning Vietnam. There's a lot of good comedies that he was in. See, Magical News Live. Let's see, Ben Potts, Meet Gaston ride. Now that would be an interesting thing. It would just be nothing. It would just be a ride of nothing but Gaston sculptures and animatronics. I think that's what it would be. Magical News Live, Disney. There's a great, big, beautiful bank account shining at the end of every day. Nick, dude, you. Oh man, you're like ripping apart using their stuff, and I think it's awesome. And your money is just a dream away. Man has a dream to go to Disney, but that ain't happening because of fees. Oh man, dude, that was. I might actually. I was like, if I could put that in my theme song, like anytime I go on these overnight parking rants, I would do it. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, hey guys, on that note, I think we're gonna sign it off for tonight. I know it's getting late. Let's see here. Yeah, 10:30. It's definitely time to head out. Darth Vader's Playland for kids. Exactly. All right, Johns, good night, everyone. Richard, good night. Thank you so much for coming. Guys, thank you so much for all of y'all who are on here. Feel free to remember to like this video if you haven't. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. I actually have done some Carowinds videos, and I will be doing more, definitely more. Check out my restaurant reviews. I've actually done quite a few restaurant reviews. I've done Cinderella's Royal Table. I've done La Hacienda in Mexico, and I've also done the Trattoria Al Forno in Boardwalk. So feel free to check those out. More of that content is going to be coming soon. Good night, guys. And anyway, until I get the next video. Let's see. Imagine News Live. He just says, "Welcome to the Monsters Incorporated money floor. Send us your money today, and we'll get a laugh out of it." No, Nick. Send us your complaints. Magical News. It's like Monsters Inc. Send us your complaints about Disney doing overage charges or charging resort fees, and that will actually fund our laughter to to power our city. Nick, Magical News Live. If none of you guys have subscribed to him, and please do that. He does awesome video, does awesome work with our community. And R. Johns, you have 10 more subscribers than me, Dave. And Richard, that's the thing. Richard, if you pass me in subs, I won't hold it against you, because I want you to hold the record for having the most subs with 0 videos in your channel. I think that would be epic. That would absolutely be epic. So subscribe to R. Johns, guys. If you haven't done so, subscribe to him as well. Dreamers Empire, if they're still on here, please be sure to subscribe to Dean over there at Dreamers Empire. And Amazing Julia, you're still here. Wow. I must have missed, man, I can't believe I missed some of your comments, Julia. I am so sorry. But I'm so glad you came on here. And yeah, Nick has really been providing some awesome content. Let's see. And with that, I think I've covered everybody tonight. So, and Amazing Julia as well. For all you guys on here, if you haven't subscribed to her, do that as well. We're not a sub for sub channel, but we definitely want to share the love within our community. If you like the content, you know, subscribe to their channel and just enjoy what they provide, because we really have a lot of creative people here, a lot of passionate people, and they're just fun to be around. They're fun to talk to. They're fun to interact. I mean, here I am. I was going to do an hour live stream, and here I am doing an hour and a half, because you guys are awesome. Let's see, Magical News Live. Man, he's got another one. Chef Mickey's, when the characters come for an autograph, they say, money, 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 where is it? Oh, man. Yeah. Disney has got, they have a reputation to change. Let's put it that way. Their PR office has got their work cut out for them. And Nick's posts have completely proven that. Well, guys, I'm going to sign off for tonight. Thank you all for coming here. Thank you all for participating and just sharing your favorite rides, sharing your opinions on this. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. This was great fun. But until my next live stream, or until my next videos, laters.